Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm just getting my other device up and running. How's everyone's week been so far? Mine has been very busy. All right. Hello, Robin. Good to see you. It's been a very busy week, very busy month, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up anytime soon, which that's okay. It keeps me active and keeps me going, and that's a good thing. How are you, Robin? It's still very cold here in Michigan. I'm ready for the sunshine to be warm so we can open the windows. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. I noticed today that in my, well, it's not flower beds, but where I have bulbs planted, ooh, 90s. Woo, that's warm. I would take it though, I think, right now. So I noticed that my bulbs are popping, the tulips and the crocus and the daffodils, and which usually by now they're a lot taller than what they are out there right now, but it's okay. They'll get there. We might have them for Mother's Day instead of Easter. So tonight I have a card planned. Actually, it's not really planned, kind of winging it, but it will be good. I think you'll like it. I've been going through the new catalog, which is starts May 3rd, so it's less than a month away, and you can see I already have tabs for some wish list items, and I look forward to being able to do that. The old catalog, or the current catalog, which will be done May 2nd, a lot of the last chance list items are gone already. They're not available anymore. So when I say get it while you can, I guess I wasn't kidding. They tell us to let our customers know. There's a couple things that I wanted, and they're not available anymore. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. I'm glad you joined tonight. I miss you. And Sharon. Hello, Sharon Sherwood. Oh, Sherry Moore. Hello. Or is it Gary that's watching? I don't know that Gary would be watching, but we'll see. That's funny. The Moores are very good friends of ours from way back when in Owasso. And I miss you guys. I like seeing your place and your posts about the lake and all that fun stuff. And of course the grandkids. Hello, Nancy. How are you? You probably had a very busy day volunteering. I volunteered at the church, but it sure wasn't as long as you volunteer for on Thursdays. Then I stopped and got groceries, and then I ran home, and then I had to do some things, and now I'm here with you guys. And I'm so happy about that, because I really look forward to Thursday nights and doing some crafting and tips and tricks. I don't know that I have any tips though or anything tonight. Just a card. Yes, all of us are well, Nancy. Megan got her hair cut and highlighted, and she feels like a new woman, and you can tell it in her face. She really likes her hair, so that's always a good thing. And it was a new girl that she went to. She found someone down in Kentucky. Hello, Mary. How are you? Good to see you. All right, so tonight we're going to do an Easter card because it's still not too late to do your Easter cards. And I'm using the Easter Friends. Ooh, that might be a little bright. Easter Friends stamp set. And I also need a flower. So I put it away already. I had a flower punch, and it was retired from last year, I think. I thought I can still use it. And it's this little flower here. That flower is too big. So, for the card that I'm making. So, I said, okay, I have a lot of dies. There's got to be a flower in one of them. Well, actually more than one of them. But I had to have the right size. So that's what's good about the dies, the Stampin' Up! Dies. There's always some odd ones thrown into a set. There might be labels or shapes, hearts, and you never know what surprises you might find. I found a flower in the Peach Dies. Yeah, that's all it is, Peach Dies, which is retiring. So I found a flower in there that will work, and so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a scalloped contour die, just a white label that's scalloped, and it is stitched around the edge. And I'm using loose flower flourishes, and those are the in colors. I'm not sure if you can see those in there. And the pattern party paper, this was the pack of paper that you could get with when you hosted a party or your orders were over $150. You could purchase this for just $18. It was 48 sheets. This too was on the last chance list and is no longer available. At least I was told it was no longer available. And then I'm going to pull out the Flirty Flamingo and the Pale Papaya out of this designer series paper. And we're going to layer it all together. And we're going to come up with an Easter card. Alright, so I am going to point you to my work surface. Let me move some stuff out of here. And if you get motion sickness, just look away or close your eyes for a minute until I get you situated. Is that okay? No, it is not. That's going worse. There we go. That might be good. Alright. I'm looking to see where my hands have to go. Hope they can come back a little. There we go. Alright, so I want to work right here. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper trimmer, which I used a lot today when I was volunteering at the church. I actually brought a lot home and used my paper trimmer here because I was using scissors at the church, and my hand, I'm sure it's going to hurt tonight because, you know, when you use the scissors a lot, when you're my age, the arthritis kicks in, so. Alright, I am going to score it. I have one sheet of basic white, 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. I always like to tell you, score first, and then cut at 5 1/2. Then you have 2 card bases, and both of them are already scored. So 1 score, 1 cut, 2 card bases. That's always a good thing. Then I want to take my Pale Papaya, which is this beautiful color here, and I want it to be 4 1/8. That's tricky here. I usually don't work with 8ths, but this one, it is going to be beautiful with that 8th. by 5 3/8. 5 3/8. All right. Then I'm going to cut the Flirty Flamingo at 5 1/4 by 4. Make sure I have that right. And then that should just fit right inside there, just 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Oh, all that cutting that I did, my blade has made my paper rough. So let me see if I have my sanding block. I'll show you another technique. Yes, I have my sanding block. It's just it's like foam, but it's like a nail file. And you can just rub it on there, sand it like, and then it gets all those rough edges off. So you don't have any fuzzies or anything on your, so it looks like a clean cut. There, just like that. So now when I show you, it's going to be 1/8 all the way around. And you wouldn't think that that little bit would make a difference, but you just wait. You just wait. It will be wonderful. All right, I'm going to put my sanding block away. Stampin' Up! Used to sell those sanding blocks. I don't know if that's what they were called, but they don't anymore. So some of the tools that they have, you know, when you buy them, you know, don't ever get rid of them, even if they no longer are available, because you can always use them. I always struggle with what to save and what not to save, but that sanding block has saved me quite a few times, especially when my blade gets dull. All right, the designer series paper that I'm using is from the Pattern Party, and I told you that already. And that piece is 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. And I hope I figured this right. And then that's going to be, oh, I think I want it a little bit bigger than that. Let's see. I think that will be all right. Okay, so we've got all these layers. I think our cutting is done. So I'm going to fold my card base in half. Then I'm going to glue down my pale papaya. The Stamp and Seal, the refills, have been on back order, and I'm praying I don't run out before they get them back in stock. Okay, so this one's 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Try to line it up. So then you just have that little bit of white around it. Then I'm going to glue down the pale papaya. No, I'm sorry, Flirty Flamingo. Pale papaya is already glued down. And this again is just 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Then I'm going to take the DSP, and for those of you who don't know, DSP stands for Designer Series Paper. All the Designer Series papers that were available in the current annual catalog, I think are they all going down? Pretty close to it, if not. And that's going to have just a little bit bigger border. Okay. Now you always want to stamp on your label, or your whatever you're going to stamp on. You want to stamp that first before you adhere it to the card. The reason being, there's a lot of layers here, and you don't want it to be uneven. So you want a flat, hard surface to stamp on. So I'm going to take the bunny. Isn't he cute? And I'm going to use Smoky Slate ink. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. And I'm actually going to stamp it on a piece of scrap paper first, just to make sure it's what I want. Like I said, I'm winging this. I have not made this card before, and I just want to make sure that it's not going to be too dark. Let me stamp off and see how that looks. Oh, see, that's the regular one, and that's the stamped off. So I think the regular one is going to be okay. The gray granite might have been a better choice, but I do not have gray granite. The only gray I have is the Smoky Slate, so that's what we are going with. Alright. You could stamp him and color him, I guess. Now I want to stamp this toward the top of the label because I want to put my sentiment at the bottom. Straight down push and straight up. There we go. And then I take my chamois, which is always wet, and I just wipe that off, and it cleans the stamp. Close this back up. Good to go. Alright, I don't need the gray granite anymore. Then I'm going to take the saying in the stamp set that says Happy Easter, and I'm doing Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to just tap, 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 ink my stamp up, and then I'm going to center it as best I can under him. Straight down and straight up. Then we have the Happy Easter, and again, I'm going to clean that stamp. Bam, 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 all done. Close my ink. And I put my thumb in it anyway. I did order the new In Color inks just yesterday, so it's going to take about a week to get to me, but that's okay. And when I get them, I'll be sure to show you what they look like. The colors, they're awesome. Okay, now I need that flower I was talking about out of the peach dyes. And there's actually 3 of them. One's a little smaller, and then 2 are almost the same size. And as you can tell, I have not used these dyes, so it's kind of tricky getting them off the adhesive the first time. And because this die is so small, I can use the mini machine, the mini Stampin' Cup an emboss machine. Set it right this time. And it looks like so. And it just opens up. And I'm going to get my plates. And you use number 1 and the 2 number 2s. And you can see this one I use on the bottom, that's the cutting plate, and that one I use on top. Alright. And then I'm just going to put that on there. Make sure the die is facing down, the cutting side. And then just crank it through. I have these 3 flowers, and set those down, put my plates away, close my mini machine back up, and put that away, just like that. I love that mini machine. It's very nice until you need the big one because your embossing folder or your die doesn't fit in the mini. I'm going to put those back away. I like to take care of my stuff as I use it. I don't know why. I just do. I guess it keeps my table clear. Alright, well, he's too big. Well, that one works. Oh, and that one's definitely too big. So I do have 3 sizes, but I'm going to use the smallest one. And I'm actually going to take my bone folder and I'm going to just kind of roll the petals, if you will. Like so. I'm going to put that on, and the paper is Flirty Flamingo that I used, which is the same as the sentiment. So I'm going to use a glue dot, a mini glue dot. I've told you before, and this is a good point, you don't want to touch the glue dot with your fingers because then it gets all messy and eventually it will lose its stickiness. So you just want to take your flower, put it on there like so. It's just stuck in the middle. The glue dot is in the middle of the back of the flower. Then you lift it off, and then you adhere it down. And again, I'm going to bend up those petals a little bit. Then I'm going to take the loose flower flourishes, if I can open it and not spill them all. And I think, do I want that one? Or do I want a small one? There's 2 sizes. There's, oh, I think the little one's too little. Yeah, little one's too little. I'm going to use the bigger one. Oh, Becky, you got your mini machine today. How exciting! Have you used it yet? Oh my goodness, I would be cranking stuff out. Oh, I'll show you what I do. I make all kinds of, when I'm doing the die cutting and embossing, I do several and then I have them on hand. And actually this one I had on hand, so I didn't have to do that today. So that's always fun to do, so you can mass produce. Okay, again, I'm going to use a mini glue dot on the back of this flower. So I'm going to do the same thing with that as I did with the paper flower. But I wanted to show you, I tie a ribbon around the end of it, so I always know where the end is. And then I just slide this back until I get to a glue dot. And then it just, I always know where the end is. and it keeps it from unraveling. So I'm going to put that on there. See, it's stuck on there, and then I'm just going to pick it off, and then I'm going to put it down in the center of that flower. Oh, I probably should have put this on here before I put that flower on. Okay. So because this has a lot of dimension already with this flourish, I am not going to, oh wow, this is hard for me to say, and you guys that follow me, you know it. Should I put dimensionals on the back and pop it up? This is really hard. I use dimensionals on every card, I think. But that's going to make it even that much higher. So I'm going to choose not to use dimensions. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Okay. I'm just going to use my tape, my Stampin' Seal. See, I have to go over that flower. No, it wasn't too bad. All right. I'm liking this card. So cute. Okay. What do you think? Does everybody like? Yes, Nancy, that is a smart tip about that ribbon. I wish I could take credit for it, but again, I cannot. So, you know, us crafters, us stampers, we all share our tricks and our tips and shortcuts and designs, and we all help each other out. So, I think because I have this extra paper, I'm going to decorate the envelope too. So you take the envelope, oh thank you Becky, thank you Nancy. Okay, I'm going to put this all around the edge, and you want it as close to the edge as possible. And you go down all, oh, I didn't get it close enough there. All four sides, even where the crease is. Then, that's not going to be wide enough, so I'm going to do this. You take your designer series paper and you put it right up to that fold and you push down. Then you have it looking like that on the back. Then you take your snips, which by the way, if you weren't aware, they are back in stock and are available. They are $10 right now, but with the new catalog that releases on May 3rd, they're going to be $11. So I would get them now if you want them. I actually got a second pair because I love them so much and I don't ever want to be without, so I'm preparing if I ever lose these. Okay, so then that's trimmed off, and then we have that, and it matches the card. How do you like that? I'm really liking this card. It's really so bright. Let me go back a little bit. Thank you, Becky. So, does anyone have any Easter plans? Is everyone staying home? Are you cooking dinner? we will probably stay home. Thank you, Robin. And I will probably make a ham dinner. And hopefully it will turn out just like my mom's. I'm going to point you back up to me. Adorable card, and you didn't even color the cards. That's true, Nancy. I did not color this time. I have a lot of habits, don't I? I like what I like. So, yeah, so I'm going to make dinner, and Megan will not be home with us, which it's okay. I'll be okay. She won't even be home for her birthday, but she'll be home shortly after that. I mean, color the bunny. Yeah, I did not color the bunny. So, I hope... Now, I'm not going to color the bunny. I'm leaving it alone. I like it the way it is. So, yeah. Megan won't be home for her birthday, but shortly after that she will. And she'll be home... Is Mother's Day on the 8th? I don't remember. She'll be home the 8th, having the girls and their families cooking a ham. Oh, yes, Becky. That will be nice to all be together. Will Hannah be home from college? That would be nice if she is. Yep, so we're getting ready, and Randy's birthday is Saturday the 16th, the day before Easter. So I still have no idea what I'm getting him for his birthday. He said, "You can buy me a magic trick." And I said, "Yeah, but you have to order it, and you'll know what it is." So he ordered it, and I got it to wrap, but he knows what it is. So I don't like that, but what else am I going to do? But I've got to think of something to surprise him. And it's a big birthday this year, so it's got to be something special. So my birthday's a big birthday too. And by the way, I am going to have a special ordering special for my birthday. It's going to be a week long. Anyone that orders during that first week of May will get a gift from me, a birthday gift from me. Instead of me getting the gifts, I'm giving you a gift. And 60 is diamond and white is what the significance is of 60. So just be thinking diamond and white. What will I put together to give to you? It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be worth every bit of it. So stay tuned for more details on that. And I think that's all I have tonight. I am so glad you joined me. It was fun being together. I hope you liked the card and the matching envelope. And I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place. If you have any questions, let me know. Share the video if you will do so. That will help me a lot. I also post the video on YouTube. So for people that don't use Facebook or don't have a Facebook page, they can always go to YouTube and watch it there as well. So if you could give me a like or share it, that would be awesome. I would appreciate it. And I'm trying to get more viewers, and I'm getting there slowly but surely. And also, one big announcement, and I'm kind of tooting my own horn here, but last March was my biggest month ever in Stampin'Up for sales. So I did pretty good, and I was proud of myself. But of course, you always want to better your best. So this year, and I've been trying to do that, but this March, I was pretty close. And I thought, I can do this. So, I put out some feelers, and You know, I watch for what people want. You know, if they say, oh, I really want, you know, the mini machine. And, you know, if it goes on sale, I'm going to tell you it's on sale. And now's the time to get it. And a lot of you listen to me, and Becky was one of them. Thank you, Becky. And then if something goes out of stock and they wanted it, you know, they're like, oh, well, when it comes back in stock, I notify them and say, hey, it's available. Do you still want it? And a lot of times they still do, which is great. So it's called customer service, and I try to do well with it. Anyway, point is, I worked really hard at trying to better my best, and this March I topped it. So I had my best month ever so far last month. I was in the top 10 of Rhonda's team in February and in March. So my goal is to keep going, because if you remember, I'm working toward a Baltic Sea cruise that I can earn for free, and it would be for Randy and I both. Thank you, Nancy. Actually, I can. It's for me and a guest. So Randy thinks he's going with me, so I guess I got to take him. But anyway, yes, I did say the Baltic Sea, which is by Russia, and part of the trip is in Russia. So that trip may or may not happen, but I'm still working toward it because I want to set consistency and goals and keep moving forward and grow my customer base. So it's never a bad thing. So I'm going to keep going, and we'll see how we do, and I'll keep you posted. So I was pretty happy about that. If any of you have any questions, always please text me, call me, comment, message me, email me. I have that new website through Stampin'Up that you can always contact me through there. It's Arlena Craven .Stampin'Up, no G, STAMPINUP.net. ArlenaCraven.Stampin'Up.net. And you can shop with me there. You can see my calendar. You can message me. You can see some tips and tricks. And I'm still building it because it's new to me, so I'm not sure if I'm capturing all that it has to feature. So just bear with me, but I have that as well. So there's always ways to get a hold of me. I would love to help you. I can always FaceTime if you need to see how something's done. I just really enjoy helping others create and make beautiful cards with matching envelopes. And that's it. It really is this time. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful weekend. And I have a card class in Big Rapids on Saturday. My niece is having coffee and cards with Jamie, and I'm so excited about it. And I have the kits all. I don't have them all ready. I have all the cards designed, and most of them are cut for, and then I have to package them all up so everyone gets their own individual packet. And I really look forward to that. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to have some creativity going on, and I know it's going to be a great time. So all of you be safe and stay warm, and we'll see you next week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.